well as recording any of the play. Please also refrain from moving around, exiting, or walking through the aisles while acting is in progress. Throughout the show, there will be special lighting effects, and in case of an unlikely emergency, please take a moment to locate the exit nearest you. Now, sit back, relax, and enjoy Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Welcome to the tale of a delicious adventure in a wonderful land. You can tell it will be delicious. Can't you smell it already? Oh, how I love that gorgeous smell. You've all heard of Cadbury's, Hershey's, Nestle, Kinder, Wonka. Can we have a round of applause for Wonka, please? Oh, what's that? You say, what's Wonka? You mean you don't know what Wonka is? I will admit that Wonka chocolate is fairly new, but it's also the greatest chocolate ever invented. Why, Willy Wonka himself is the most amazing, the most fantastic, the most extraordinary chocolate maker the world has ever seen. Why, he's invented things like... I'm not going to tell you what he's invented. You came to see for yourself. So I'll let you do just that. But before I do, I should perhaps fill you in on what's been happening around here lately. You see, because Mr. Willy Wonka makes the best chocolate in the whole wide world, 3 other great chocolate makers, known as Mr. Fickelgruber, Mr. Prodnose, and Mr. Slugworth. They sent spies to work for Mr. Wonka in order to discover his secrets. They must have been good spies, because soon after, these 3 great chocolate makers began making such delicious Wonka favorites as ice cream that never melts, chewing gum that never loses its flavor, and candy balloons that you could blow up to huge sizes before you popped them with a pin and gobbled them up. Mr. Willy Wonka didn't know what to do. He didn't know who these spies were, and if he continued to operate his factory, all his secrets might be stolen. So, he did the only thing he could. He sent all the workers home and closed the factory. You might think that that would be the end of Mr. Willy Wonka, but no, sirree, not him. After months and months went by, suddenly the factory began operating again. Nobody knew who was running the place. Nobody ever came in, and nobody ever went out. The only thing anybody could see were shadows dancing in the lighted windows. Mighty strange. Well, soon after, there was a big article in the town paper saying that in order to sell lots of chocolate once again, Mr. Willy Wonka was holding a contest. Yes, sir, that's right, a contest. He had secretly wrapped a golden ticket under ordinary wrapping paper in 5 ordinary candy bars. Candy bars were said to be found anywhere, in any shop, in any street, in any town, in any country in the world, upon any counter where Wonka's candies are sold. As you can imagine, this caused pandemonium. The 5 winners would tour Mr. Wonka's new factory to take home enough chocolate for the rest of their lives. And that, my friends, is where our story begins. 4 of the tickets have already been found. Oh, by the way, would you like to meet the 4 lucky people? Yeah? All right. Listen and watch carefully. They should be here somewhere. Oh, Augustus Gloop. Where are you, Augustus Gloop?
Chocolate. I just love chocolate. Food. I was it all the time. Chocolate. This golden ticket here will be my meal ticket to eat and eat and eat. Chocolate.
And that, folks, was Augustus Gloop. Our second golden ticket finder should be here as well. Oh, Violet Beauregard.
I'm a gum short normally. When I heard about these ticket things of Mr. Wonka's, I laid off the gum into which the candy bars and hope to strike me lucky. Now, of course, I'm right back on gum. I just adore gum. I can't do without it. I munch on it all day long, except for a few minutes at meal times when I stick it behind my ear for safekeeping. And to tell you the honest truth, I simply wouldn't feel comfortable if I had that little wedge of gum to chew on every second of the day. I really wouldn't. My mother said it's not ladylike and looks ugly to see a girl's jaws going up and down almost as much as mine do. But I don't agree. And who's she to criticize anyway? Because if you ask me, I say that her jaws are going up and down just from yelling at me every second of the day. And now, it may interest you to know that this piece of gum I'm chewing on right at this moment is one I've been working on for over 3 months solid. That's a record that is. The record is been beaten by my best friend, Miss Cornelia Princess. Was she ever mad? It's my most treasured possession now, this piece of gum is. At night times, I just stick it on the edge of my bedpost, and it's good ever in the morning. I bet hard it hurts. Maybe?
Such a lucky girl. Isn't she wonderful? Now, our third golden ticket was found by another lucky girl. Her name is Veruca Salt. Is Veruca here now?
Where's my golden ticket? I want my golden ticket! Oh yes, here it is. As soon as I told my father I simply had to have one of Wonka's golden tickets, he went out into the town and bought up all the Wonka candy bars he could get his hands on. Thousands of them he must have bought. Hundreds of thousands. And then he had them loaded on the trucks and sent directly to his factory. He's in the peanut business, you see, and he's got about 100 women working for him over at his factory, shelling peanuts for roasting and salting. That's what they do all day. Most women, they just sit there shelling peanuts. And so he says to them, okay, girls, from now on you can stop shelling these peanuts and start shelling the wrappers off these crazy candy bars instead. And they did. He had every worker in the place yanking the wrappers off these candy bars, full speed ahead, from morning till night. But 3 days went by, and we had no luck. Oh, it was terrible. I got more and more upset with each day, and every time my father came home, I would scream at him, "Where's my golden ticket? I want my golden ticket!" And I would lie on the floor for hours, kicking and yelling in the most disturbing way.
wonder if Mike's got his ticket with him. Where are you, Mike?
Of course I got a golden ticket, but why can't everyone leave me alone? I want to watch television. I watch all the shows every day, even the crummy ones where there's no shooting. I like the gangsters best. They're terrific, those gangsters. Especially when they start pumping each other full of lead, or flashing the old stilettos, or giving each other the 1, 2, 3s with their knuckle dusters. Oh boy, what wouldn't I give to be doing that myself? It's the life, I tell you. It's terrific.
That, folks, was Mike TV. Sorry for bothering you, Mike. Now we're going to take a look at the hero of our story, Charlie Bucket and his family. Let me introduce them to you. This is the home of Charlie Bucket. 7 people live here. There's only 2 rooms and only 1 bed. So you can see that life is extremely uncomfortable. These 2 very old people are the father and mother of Mr. Bucket. Their names are Grandpa Joe and Grandma Josephine. These 2 very old people are the father and mother of Mrs. Bucket. Their names are Grandpa George and Grandma Georgina. The bed was given to the 4 old grandparents because they were so old and tired, and of course they're all over 90 years old. This is Mr. Bucket, and this is Mrs. Bucket. They and little Charlie Bucket sleep in the other room upon mattresses on the floor. Oh, as you know, this can be very cold in the wintertime, but they can't buy a better house because they don't have any money and there aren't any better jobs. You see, Mr. Bucket is the only one that can work, and, well, he lost his job a few weeks ago. Yes, it's very sad. But you see, the toothpaste factory had to close down. Without Mr. Willy Wonka's chocolate factory open, nobody ever got any cavities, so they didn't buy any toothpaste, and, oh, well, you know how it goes. Oh, wait, gee, I almost forgot. This is Charlie Bucket. Charlie's a nice boy. Of course, he has been starving lately. The whole family has. Oh, but I'm worried about Charlie, though. Why, did you know that he walks slowly instead of running like the other kids so he can save his energy? Well, I've said far too much already. Let's see what's been going on in the Bucket household. I'll see you later.
Well, I see 4 kids have found golden tickets. I wonder who the 5th lucky person will be.
I hope it's no one like that repulsive glue boy.
Or that Baruka salt girl.
Or as beastly as that wobble-wobbly slide as Beauregard.
Or living such a useless life as that TV boy.
It really makes you wonder if all kids behave like this nowadays. Like these brats we've been hearing about.
Of course not. Some do, of course, but not all.
And now there's only 1 ticket left.
Quite so. And just as sure as I'll be having cabbage soup for supper tomorrow, that pig will go to some nasty little beast who doesn't deserve it.
I bet I know someone who'd like to win that golden ticket. How about it, Charlie? You love chocolate more than anyone I ever saw.
I sure would, Grandpa Joe. You know, it just about makes me faint when I have to pass Mr. Wonka's chocolate factory every day as I go to school. The smell of that wonderful chocolate makes me so dreamy, I often fall asleep and bump into Mr. Wonka's fence. But I guess I should realize that dreams don't come true. Just imagine, me imagining that I could win the 5th golden ticket. Why, it's pure imagination.
Well, my boy, it may be pure imagination, but I've heard tell that what you imagine can sometimes come true.
Gee, you really think so, Grandpa Joe? Gee, I wonder.
ticket still hadn't been found. The anticipation to find the last golden ticket was still very high in the lucky household.
You know, it would have been nice if Charlie won that 5th golden ticket.
You mean with that money you gave for his birthday present yesterday?
Yeah, that money that we give him so we can always buy that one piece of chocolate he gets every year.
And just think of how long it took you two to save up all that money.
Yes, that really was a shame.
But think of how Charlie enjoyed the candy. He just loves Willy Wonka chocolate.
He didn't really act that disappointed.
No, he didn't.
Well, he might not have acted disappointed, but that's because he's a fine boy and wouldn't want any of us to feel sorry for him. Why, I'd do anything for that boy. Why, I'd even...
Mom, Dad, Grandpa Joe, grandfolks, you'll never believe it. You'll never believe what happened.
Good gracious, Charlie. What happened?
Well, I was walking home from school, and the wind was so cold, and the snow was blowing so hard, so I was looking down to cool my face, and...
Go on, Charlie. What is it?
And there it was, just lying there in the snow, kind of buried. And I looked around, and no one seemed to look as if they had lost anything. So I picked it up, and I brushed it off, and I couldn't believe my eyes.
Charlie found the golden ticket!
No. I found 50 cents. But then, I thought it wouldn't hurt if I bought one Wonka Whipple Scrumptious Fudge Mellow Delight, since it was my 50 cents, and I was just so hungry for one.
Oh,
Go on.
I took the wrapper off slowly, and...
Come on.
Charlie found the golden ticket!
I ate the candy. There wasn't any golden ticket. But then, I still had 45 cents left, and well, you know how I love chocolate.
Oh, Charlie, you're not sick, are you? You didn't spend all your money on...
Well, no. As a matter of fact, I bought another Wonka Whipple Scrumptious Fudge Mellow Delight, and I found the 5th golden ticket!
You what?
I really did! I found the 5th golden ticket!
Yay!
It's off at the chocolate factory!
Woohoo!
Boy, Grandpa Joe, I sure am glad that Dad let me go today.
Oh, my boy, I guess he just feels we understand each other.
Plus, you seem to know all about Mr. Wonka and what's happened to him.
Well, he's been an important man in this town for a good long time, Charlie. A lot of people said some unkind things about him after he closed down the factory, but I always felt he had his reasons. In fact, I'm quite excited about this whole golden ticket thing. It's a good excuse to get inside the factory and see how he's running the place.
Speaking of the golden ticket, Grandpa Joe, could I read it just one more time? I know it sounds silly, but the whole thing seems so magical.
Sure, Charlie. Let me just see if I can find it. Ah, here you go.
Let's see. It says, "Greetings to you, the lucky finder of this golden ticket, from Mr. Willy Wonka. The day I have chosen for the visit is the first day in the month of February. On this day, and on no other, you must come to the factory gates at 10 o'clock sharp in the morning. Don't be late. You are allowed to bring with you either one or two members from your own family to look after you and ensure that you don't get into mischief. One more thing. Be sure to have this ticket with you or else you will not be admitted. Signed, Willy Wonka."
And today is the 1st of February. And look, Charlie, we're already here. And everyone else has arrived.
Tremendous things are in store for all of you today. Why, yes, for today, all of you golden ticket winners will be getting a tour of my factory, conducted by Willy Wonka, myself. And when the day is out, you will be escorted home by a procession of the largest trucks around, filled with enough delicious eatables to last you and your family for plenty of years. If you are to, per se, run out of your sweets, all you have to do is just come back to the factory, show me the golden ticket, and I will be glad to restock your pantries with enough delicious eatables to last you and your family a lifetime. But that's not the only exciting things in store for you today, for I have plenty of other exciting events that are guaranteed to entrance, intrigue, delight, astonish, and perplex you all beyond your wildest dreams. None of you can imagine anything this wondrous in your lives. But now, let's see if I can recognize all of you from your photos in the paper. Why, you're Augustus Gloom, aren't you?
Yeah, so, I'm here with my mother.
Delighted to meet you both. And you're Violet Beauregard.
So what if I am? Let's just get on with the whole thing, huh?
And Mrs. Beauregard. Very pleasant to meet you. And you are, why yes, you're Veruca Saul, and Mr. and Mrs. Saul.
Don't shake his hand, Daddy. It's probably all sticky and chocolatey from working in his factory anyways. After all, he does run a silly factory. He's not important enough to bother shaking hands with anyway.
You're Mike TV.
Come on! I'm missing all my favorite television shows!
And we're the TVs.
Pleased to meet you.
Pleased to meet you too. And yes, you're the boy who just won the golden ticket yesterday. I do congratulate you. You're Charlie Bucket, right?
Yes, sir. Thank you. And this, sir, is my Grandpa Joe.
Howdy, Mr. Wonka. It's a pleasure to meet you.
I'm very pleased to meet you too, Mr. Grandpa Joe. Yes. Well now, is that everybody? Well, it looks like it. So, we can commence the tour now, but don't wander out by yourselves. I wouldn't want to lose any of you this early on into the proceedings, so that would be quite terrible. Now, if you'll just follow me into this big purple door right here, we can begin the festivities. It's nice and warm in the factory too. It has to be, because all of my employees are quite used to a warm climate. But it regularly freezes us out in this weather.
But who are these people, workers?
You shall see in good time, my boy. Just be patient. You shall see it as we go along.
Yes, Charlie. I think I heard Mr. Wonka say that we're going underground, and that all the most important rooms in this factory are deep down below the surface.
I wonder why.
Well, I think he said there wouldn't be nearly enough room for them up on top. Some of the rooms we're supposed to see are enormous. They're supposed to be larger than football fields.
Well, here we are, everybody. This is the Why, it's the nerve center of my whole operation.
Well, I don't see that old river in there. Where's the food? I'm hungry.
And just look at those enormous pipes over there. There must be 10 or 11 of them. I wonder what they're all for. Gee, Mr. Wonka, what's wrong with your river? It looks all brown and muddy looking.
Oh, but there's nothing wrong with it, my boy. Nothing wrong at all. Nothing. For you see, every drop of that there river is hot liquid chocolate of the finest quality. The very finest quality. You see, there's enough chocolate in that river to fill every bathtub in the country. And every swimming pool, too. Isn't it fantastic? And no, just look at these pipes. They suck up the chocolate from here up into every room in the factory where it is needed. Thousands of gallons an hour, my dear children. Thousands and thousands of gallons.
Look up there. What is it? He's moving like he's walking. Why, it's a little person. It's a little man. Up there behind the pipes.
She's right, Grandpa. It is a little man. Can you see him?
I see him, Charlie.
There's 2 of them.
My gosh, so there is.
There's more than 2. There's 7 or 8.
What are they doing?
Where do they come from?
Who are they? Aren't they fantastic?
No higher than my knee.
And look at their funny green hair. They can't be real people.
Of course they're real people. They're some of my workers, you know.
That's impossible. There's no one in the world as small as that.
No one in the world as small as that, you say? Why, I'll have you know that they are the Oompa Loompas. There are over 3,000 of them working in my factory alone.
Oompa Loompas? What do you mean?
Yes, imported directly from Loompa Land. And oh, what a terrible country it is. Nothing but dense, thick jungles infested with the most horrifying beasts, like hornswogglers and stars-wangers and wagdoodles. Yes, a wagdoodle would eat 10 Oompa Loompas for breakfast and come running back for a second helping. When I went over there, I saw the Oompa Loompas living in tree houses. They had to live in tree houses to escape all the wagdoodles, stars-wangers, and hornswogglers. Yes, I found them living off of green caterpillars, red beetles, eucalyptus leaves, and tree bark. Though they did love cacao beans, but they only ever found 1 or 2 a year. But it just so happens that cacao beans are the main ingredient in all chocolate. I myself use billions every single week in my factory alone. So I approached the chief of the Oompa Loompas with a proposition. If he simply, and all the Oompa Loompas included, of course, if they all simply just came and worked for me in my factory, they could have all the cacao beans they could have ever dreamed of. And well, here they are now. They all speak English too, and they love singing. I bet you will hear a great deal of music coming from them today.
Mommy, Daddy, I want an Oompa Loompa. Get me an Oompa Loompa. I want to take an Oompa Loompa home with me. Get me an Oompa Loompa right now. Go on, Daddy. Get me an Oompa Loompa.
Now, my pet, we mustn't interrupt Mr. Wonka.
But I want an Oompa Loompa.
All right, Rudolph, all right. But I can't get it for you after sentence anymore. Please be patient. I'll see that you have one before the day is out.
Ugh, Augustus, sweetheart, I don't think you better do that.
Augustus, please, Augustus, come away. My chocolate mustn't be touched by human hands.
Augustus, didn't you hear what the man just said? Come away from the river at once.
This stuff is terrific. I am lucky to drink this properly.
Augustus, you must come away this instant. You are dirtying my chocolate.
Augustus, you'll be getting that nasty cold of yours to about 1 million people all over the country. Be careful, Augustus. You're leaning too far out. Ah! Save him! Save him! He'll drown! He can't swim a yard! Save him! Don't just stand there! Do something! Look, he's being so
all the most delicious kinds of strawberry-flavored chocolate-coated fudge. Oh, why look, there he is now! there's no earthly way of knowing which direction we are going, or which way a river's flowing. Not a speck of light is showing, and the danger's surely growing, and the rowers keep on rowing, and they're certainly not showing any signs of slowing.
He's gone off his rocker. He's crazy.
He's Bobby.
He's goofy. He's screwy. He's crabby. He's dippy. He's dotty.
He's daffy.
He's nutty. He's buggy. He's wacky.
He's loony. Oh no, he's not!
Keep on rowing, let's go, let's go!
Look, Grandpa, there's a door in the wall. It says cream room. Dairy cream, whipped cream, coffee cream, pineapple cream, and hair cream?
Hair cream? You don't eat hair cream.
Save all questions for the end. Row on, row on!
Look, another door. Whip room.
Whips. What on earth do you use whips for?
Why, to whip the whipped cream, of course. Whipped cream isn't whipped cream unless it's been whipped with whips. Same thing as a poached egg. Why, a poached egg isn't poached unless you've taken it from the woods in the middle of the night. Now come on, row on, row on!
Bean room. Cacao bean, coffee bean, jelly beans, and has bean.
Has been.
You're one yourself. But come on, keep going! Wait, stop the boat! We're there.
We're where?
Up there.
What's up there?
You'll see. Well, here we are. This here, everybody, is my invention room. This is where all my latest and greatest inventions are stirring and simmering around. Why, old Ficklegroup would give his two front teeth to be here for just 3 minutes. So would Slowers and Prognos and all those other rotten chocolate makers. But let me make one thing clear before we go ahead. There is to be no touching, no meddling, and no tasting. Are we all in agreement now?
Yes, you won't touch a thing.
Well, here we are. Now, if I can just find it. Yes. Behold, everlasting gobstoppers. Yes, they're completely new. I've designed them for children who are given very little pocket money. You see, you can put one of these everlasting gobstoppers in your mouth. You can just keep sucking and sucking and sucking, and it will never get any smaller.
Is it like gum?
It is not like gum. Gum is for chewing. If you try to chew one of these gobstoppers, well, you break all your teeth off. Plus, these taste terrific, and they change color once a week. Now, if you look over there, you can see my hair copy machine. I don't have it quite ready yet, but once it is done, there will be no more excuses for little boys and girls going around with bald heads.
But Mr. Wonka, little boys and girls never go about.
Don't interrupt me. Don't interrupt me, child. Just no. Now, allow me to show you all something I am very proud of. Now, be careful now. Stand back, everybody. All right. Here we go.
You mean that's all?
That's all. Do you even know what this is?
My gum! It's gum! It's a stick of chewing gum!
Yes, this is a stick of the most fantastic chewing gum in the world. And that is a chewing gum meal. You see, this is an entire 3-course dinner in one stick of gum. Once this hits the store shelf, it will change everything. It will be the end of washing up, cleaning, forks, plates, advertising, marketing. Truly terrific. This particular piece here is tomato soup, roast beef, and blueberry pie.
What do you mean by that?
Well, I mean, if you were to chew it, you would actually taste all of those things. And it satisfies you. It fills you up.
It's utterly impossible.
Just as long as it's gum and I can chew it, then that's for me. Come on, Mr. Wonka. Hand over this magic gum of yours and we'll see if the thing works.
Now, Violet, let's not do anything silly.
I want gum. What's so silly?
Actually, she's right. I would rather her not take the gum. You see, I haven't gotten the recipe quite right yet, so there's still 1 or 2 things that I still...
heck with that.
No, don't!
Diablos, it's great.
Just spit it out, spit it out!
Keep chewing, kiddo. Keep right on chewing, baby. This is a great day for the Beauregards. Our little girl is the first person in the world to have a chewing gum meal.
I told her, spit it out! It's not quite ready for chewing yet!
Good heavens, girl. What's happening to your nose? It's turning blue.
Oh, be quiet, Mother. Let me finish.
Your cheeks, your chin, your whole face is turning blue. Mercy save us. The girl's gone blue and purple all over. Violet, you're turning violet. Violet? Well, what's happening? You're glowing all over. The whole room is glowing.
I told you, I hadn't gotten it quite right yet. You're still 1 or 2 things right. Don't interrupt me.
You're swelling up.
I feel most peculiar.
You're swelling up. You're blowing up like a balloon.
Like a blueberry! I told you, I hadn't got the recipe quite right yet. Every balloon that tried it, all turned into blueberries.
But I don't want a blueberry for a daughter.
You see now. Everything will be fine. We'll have her repaired in due time. I'm really sorry, I truly am. But we'll have to take her to the juicing room.
The juicing room? What for?
Why, to have her juiced, of course. We gotta squeeze the juice out of her. If you want to have her back to normal, why, we have to squeeze the juice out of her.
Mr. Wonka, will Violet ever be all right again?
Well, once she comes out of the juicing room, she'll be thin as a whistle, and purple too. Purple from head to toe. But that's what comes about when you spend all day chewing disgusting gum.
If it's so disgusting, then why do you make it in your
Yeah.
factory?
I can't hear a word you're saying. Now, let's continue onward.
Or anything that happened there.
A pair of boots, the postman's ear. boyfriend's nose.
For years and years, she chewed away, and she'll make 50 packs a day.
Until one summer Eve the last,
A horrid business came to pass.
Miss Poogaloo went right to bed.
For half an hour, she lay in red. At last, she put her gum away.
Upon a special little tray, and settled back and went to sleep.
She manages by counting sheep.
But now, how strange, although she slept, those massive jaws of hers still kept,
Chewing, chewing through the night.
even when nothing there to bite.
Something Clemens' great big trap, opening and shutting, snap, snap, snap.
Faster and faster, chop, chop, chop. The noise went on, it wouldn't stop, until at last her jaws decide
To carve and open extra wide. And with the most tremendous chew.
they bit the lady's tongue in two. And that is why they tried so hard to save Miss Violet Beauregard.
From suffering and painful fate.
She's still quite young, it's not too late.
Provided she survives the cure. We hope she does, we can't be sure.
All right, now everybody, we'll stop here and catch our breath. And here into this room here. But whenever you do not go into the nut room. For you see, you'll disturb the miniature squirrels.
Oh, look, Grandpa, look! Miniature squirrels!
Jeepers! There must be 100 of them around that pile of walnuts over there.
Yeah, these squirrels are specially trained to get the nuts out of their shells.
Why use squirrels? Why not use Oompa-Loompas?
Well, everybody knows that only squirrels can get the walnuts out of their shells in one piece. And I only insist on using the whole walnuts in my factory. First, notice how they tap on the shells with their knuckles. If it's a bad nut, it'll make a hollow sound, and it'll simply throw it into that trash chute right there.
Hey, Daddy, I've decided I want a squirrel. Get me one of those squirrels!
Now, Bertha, these belong to Mr. Wonka.
I don't care about that. I want one. All I've got at home is 2 dogs and 4 cats and 6 bunny rabbits and 2 parakeets and 3 canaries and a green parrot and a turtle and a bowl of goldfish and a cage of white mice and a silly old hamster. I want a squirrel!
Very well. Wonka, how much do you want for one of these crazy squirrels? Name your price.
They're not for sale. She can't have one.
Who says I can't? I'm going in to get me a squirrel this very minute.
Go!
All right, I'll have you.
Oh dear!
What are they doing to her?
Well, all the squirrels just jumped on her. One of them has her right armpit down, one of them has her left armpit down, one of them has both of her legs answered to the ground, and the last one, well, I started tapping on her head with her knuckles.
Where are they taking her?
Well, after they see she's a good nut or a bad nut, they'll simply throw her down the chute. Oh, my goodness! She must have been a bad nut after all, or I must sound quite hollow.
By golly, she's going down the chute!
Where do you suppose she's going to?
She's gone, well, that chute connects to the great big main rubbish pipe that connects everything in the factory. It collects all the floor sweepings and potato peelings and raw cabbages and fish heads and stuff like that.
Who eats fish and cabbage and potatoes in this factory? I'd like to know.
I do, of course. You don't think I live off cacao beans, do you? But that pipe then goes into the heating furnace.
Now, see here, Wonka. you've gone just a shade too far this time. I do indeed. My daughter may be a bit of a pro. I don't mind admitting. But that doesn't mean you rose her to a crisp. I'll have you know, I'm extremely cross about this. I really am.
Please don't be cross, my dear sir. She'll come out again sooner or later. In fact, she might not have even gone fully down the chute. She might have gone stuck by the entrance hole, and all you have to do is just go up there yourself and pull her back out.
Veruca, are you down there?
Oh dear, they put Mrs. Salt down the chute.
My golly, there's going to be a lot of rubbish today. What's it like down there? Dear?
Oh dear. What on earth is going to happen to them now?
Well, I expect somebody will catch them at the bottom of the chute.
But what about the fiery incinerator?
Oh, that! Well, they only light it every other day, so this might be one of the days where they set it out. They might be lucky, they might not. Dear, I've never seen anything like it. The children are disappearing like rabbits. Anyway, shall we continue on?
Oh, yes! My feet are getting tired. I just want to watch television.
Well, if you're tired, then we'll just take the elevator. Come, follow me. It's right down this hallway. everybody were there, almost at least. But now, before we go into the television chocolate room, I just need to tell you all. There are very dangerous things in that room. So, I do not want there to be any tampering. All right, now everybody out. Welcome everybody to my testing room. This is where I test all my latest inventions. Like this one right here, television chocolate.
But what is television chocolate?
Don't interrupt me, child. You see, it works by television.
What do you mean, Mr. Wonka?
Well, you see, I'm not a big fan of television myself. I think it's all right in small doses, but children these days, they never seem to take it in small doses. All they want to do is just sit staring and staring at the screen all day.
That's me!
Thank you. Now, when I first saw an ordinary television working, I was astounded by how they could just take a photograph, break it into a million little pieces, send it whizzing through the air until it hit an antenna, then sent back to be reconstructed on a television screen like this. So I thought, why couldn't I send a real bar of chocolate, whizzing through the air in a million pieces, to be reconstructed on a screen ready to eat?
Impossible!
Don't believe me? Well, watch as I send a bar of chocolate from one end of the room to the other by television. You there, bring me that large bar of chocolate. You see, it has to be large, because every time you send something by television chocolate, well, it comes out smaller on the other end. Now, get ready, everybody! Hey, you there, my TV, stand back! There are dangerous rays coming out of that thing. They can turn you into a million pieces in a second. Yeah, that's better. Now, and switch on!
The chocolate! It's disappeared!
Yeah, buzzing over our heads in a million tiny pieces right this second. It should come through any minute now. Just watch the screen.
Fantastic!
Yes, yes. Once I start using this, a commercial will flash on the screen, and a voice will say, "Eat Wonka's chocolates. They're the greatest in the world. Don't believe us? Try one for yourself right now."
But, Mr. Wonka, could you send other things in the air in the same way? Like people? Could you send a real live person from one place to another in the exact same way?
Are you off your rocker? Sending a person?
But could it be done?
Well, my child, I don't know. Well, maybe it could be done. Yes, it could be done. It certainly could be done, but there's just too many risks with something like that. It might have some nasty outcomes.
Look at me! I'm going to be the first person in the world to be sent by television!
No, don't!
Wait, stop! Come back. You'll be turned into a million tiny pieces.
See you later, alligator!
hope that your boy will come out on the other end unharmed. All we have to do is just watch the screen and wait.
He's taking a heck of a long time to come across.
Hold everything. I think something's happening.
Here he comes. Yes, that's him all right. But he's a midget. Isn't he going to get any bigger?
Well... Yes. Now that the after effects worn off, he's right there in the front.
You call this okay? He's shrunk.
Well, of course he is. What were you expecting?
This is terrible. I can't send him back to school like this. He'll get squashed. He won't be able to do anything. What, Mike?
Dad, this is boring. I want to watch television.
Never. No, you're not going to watch television. I'm throwing the television out the window the moment we get home. I've had enough television. What, Mike?
I want to watch TV. I want to watch TV.
No, you're not going to watch TV. I don't care what you want or how much you kick and scream.
Well now. Well.
Gee, Mr. Wonka, how will Mike ever grow again?
Well, you see, small boys are very springy and elastic. So maybe if we put him on my stretching machine used that has the tough stretchiness and chewing gum. Maybe if we put him on that, he'll come out again.
How far do you think he'll stretch?
Maybe miles. But, well, I just fattened him up with some of my super vitamin candy. They have every vitamin from A to Z. Now simply just think of those orders and hand them to the Oompa Loompas over there. And don't worry, Mr. TV. They all come out of the wash. They all do. Yes. What room shall we go into next? There's so many options. Wonder how many children are left now.
I believe there's only Charlie. Charlie left now, Mr. Wonka.
Why, you mean you're the last one left?
Why, yes.
Charlie, do you know what this means? It means you've won! You've won! Oh yes, I do congratulate you, my dear boy. Yes, but there is much, much to be done. But I always had a hunch that it was going to be you. And well, it was. But like I said, we mustn't dilly, we mustn't dally. There's still so much to do. Just look at the arrangements that have to be made.
Wait, Mr. Wonka. I'm afraid I don't understand any of this. What are you talking about?
Oh, please, I do apologize. I do get ahead of myself sometimes. I forgot, you didn't know.
Know what?
Well, you see, Charlie, I love my factory. Do you love this factory, Charlie? You must think carefully because it's important how you feel.
Well, Mr. Wonka, all I can say is that I've never had a more fantastic day anywhere in my whole life. I've been very, very happy. Do I love this factory? Yes. I think I do. It means a great deal to me.
Why do you ask, Mr. Wonka?
Well, Charlie and the others are going to be receiving all the candy as promised, but I wanted Charlie to win much, much more. You see, this whole thing has secretly been a contest. A contest to see who would be best fit for the job.
What job?
You see, Charlie, I'm tired. I'm not as young as I'm used to be, and it's getting a lot harder to take care of all of my ideas and inventions as it once was. And that means you.
Me?
Yes, I want you and your Grandpa Joe and the rest of your family to move here and live here permanently. See, I have no family, and I would like to have somebody take after once I'm gone. So, like I said, that means you. That is, of course, after I've taught you everything and trained you, everything that there is. Well, if you accept my offer, everything I have will be yours.
Will I? Wow, this is more than I could ever imagine. Will I? Of course I will, Mr. Wonka. Thank you, thank you. Oh, just think of it, Grandpa Joe. Wait until we tell Mom and Dad and the other grandfolks. It's going to be our chocolate factory, and we're never ever going to have to start again. Oh, just think of all that chocolate. Oh, just you wait and see.
And so, Charlie won the chocolate factory. Willy Wonka had picked him to learn all the chocolate-making secrets, take care of the Oompa Loompas, and move into the factory towards a glorious new life. Charlie's whole family wept with him. His mom, his dad, his Grandpa George, his Grandma Georgina, his Grandma Josephine, and, of course, Grandpa Joe. Well, they all moved in with him. They were never cold or had to eat cabbage soup again. For Charlie, this was more than he could have dreamed of, more than he could have hoped for, more than he ever wanted.
And Charlie, do you know what happened to the man who got everything he ever wanted?
What happened?
He lived happily ever after.
The end.